Everybody, this is Shawn Powell and make sure this thing is working. It looks like it is good. Uh, I want to talk about two posts I've made recently, and the number one thing I've had is I've had people asking me why should they do traffic hurricane. I want you to get some insight as to why is it that me and other leaders, Frank Calabro and we've made really good money in other businesses. Why have we put all of our focus and attention to promoting here at Traffic Hurricane and getting out the people, for Traffic Hurricane. I want to give you an example, right? Now, if you've seen any of my other videos, you can go back in January and see where my commissions were literally like 3 in a day. I think especially the beginning of January, it was 1 a day if I was lucky. Now look at it now, right? Now this is March. I want you to see the date. It's March the 26th. I think you can see that right there. I don't think I've cut it off. March 26th. So literally in 2 months' time, you've seen a tremendous change in my business, right? Okay. Now, first of all, this is just a tad over 1 month. This is a month and 1 week. A month and 1 week. And as of right now, I've got 57 commissions. I don't think I've got any more. No, still at 57 right now. Okay, so let me get back over here. Okay. Now, so understand it, I'm almost to a point now that I'm going to be making over 800 commissions in 30 days. Okay. Now, understand that this business literally doubles about every 2 months. So the people, while I'm still getting out the new people and sponsoring people, yes, of course I am, because I want to grow. I want to get that full momentum going. I want this, my goal, y'all, to be honest, I've always learned if I don't worry about the dollar amounts and I focus on my goals, the money just comes with it. You see what I'm saying? I want to get down to 1,000 commissions in 30 days. Now, understand, y'all, can you imagine in a year's time from right now what's going to happen? Now, think about this, y'all. Instead of this being 100 commissions, because that's what the 100 is right here, every 3 days, well, right now it's probably about every 4 days, somewhere like that. But instead of at 1,000, it'd be 100 every 3 days, average. In a year's time, can you imagine? Because I'm not going to quit promoting it. This thing's going to get down to where it's 100 commissions a day. Okay, and the people who are in the business now that are active, I've got 81 active members right now. Think of where they're going to be at. These are not going to be $5 commissions. They are going to wind up being, most of them is going to be averaging $10, if not more. And some of my lead runners, the ones up there in the front that's already gone big, they are going to be sitting at, I'll be making $80, $100 a day from just one commission alone. Can you imagine that, y'all? Getting paid where the average pay is probably $10 per commission at 100 commissions a day, if not more. And I'm looking at doing that in this year. You see what I'm saying? Now does that start to make more sense as to what the big picture is? And I'm literally getting, this ain't even my ad packs, y'all. This is me promoting and sponsoring people, and they're just building their business the same way I am. Now, the big keywords is the same way I am. You cannot get people in your business, go sponsor 50, 60, 70 people, whoever you want to do, and expect to hide and not buy ad packs and just take the money from them. You need to be open about this. You need to post on your timeline. You need to be posting in a Facebook group. Ours is Action Taker Success Group. I want people that's excited about the business, and you practice what you preach, and you lead by example. To me, there's just no other way. If I've got someone that's in my business, in my Facebook group, and they can't afford to go big in their business, that's fine. But as long as they got a game plan and they're growing towards it, they're moving in that direction, that's a win as far as I'm concerned. Someone's putting everything they can to it, and they can tell they believe the business. They're there every day, posting in the Facebook group, things of that nature. I look at that totally different than if someone, that's just sponsoring people, aren't buying ad packs, and is trying to feed off of them. I can't stand it, to be honest. I think it's one of the worst things. If you're like that, I hope you get 50 people just like you, so you get to see what you're doing. Then you're really going to grasp it, what's happening then. So I think karma try to comes back and bites you in the tail. Okay, but I just want to let you know that where I'm at right now, y'all, is nothing compared to where I'm going to be at. At 1,000 commissions a month was roughly about 10,000 a month, right? At minimum, which I've got a lot of these at $10. And some of these people, by the time I get there in another month, it's already really going to start, going to bigger because I got people it's going to be 250, 300, ad pack range right on up, several of them. I think I've got 7 over 100 ad packs right now. So some of these people are really getting close to the 200 plus range, and they'll get over 200 in the next 2 months. So that really starts changing everything. But a lot of these people are getting $5. They're getting 2 or 3 a day. So even though these look like a bunch of fives, they start adding up pretty quick. Now, this is one of the posts. I want y'all to know this is the bigger picture. This is what you aren't grasping right now, right? And to be honest, y'all, if it takes you a year, what's going to beat this? You see what I'm saying? I mean, I can honestly tell you, I've already bypassed my income that I was making in the restaurant business. That's the only thing I got to go by because I quit my job 2 years ago. So I'm not worried about the bills. I don't have any bills. You know what I'm saying? I make my goals and go after my goals every day. It's like a game. It's something I play and enjoy. And I play around the Facebook group. And when I don't feel like it, I go outside and spend time with my little boy, play basketball. We go to the park. We go get something to eat. We go to the movie theaters all the time. Take the top down on the car. I'm going to show you my second post, y'all, okay? All right. That's the first one. All right, I want you to see this. All right. This is a Jaguar sports car, right? Now I'm gonna tell you, I'm big into old muscle cars. I got an SS Camaro, I got a 6-speed Camaro Z28 SS Camaro. I've done a lot of work to it. It's beautiful, deep hunter metallic green. Got a DVD player in it. It's got chrome dip Z06 rims, Corvette rims, body kits. It's a beautiful car. It sounds mean. It got ferocious on the license plate. It was my dream car, right? Well, I've never had a more elegant V8. You know what I'm saying? That thing just it looks like a beast. You know what I'm saying? Uh, but I've never had a elegant V8. And when I used to work in the restaurants, I would see a lady come up in there, and she had the exact and through drive-through, and she had this Jaguar, and it's got a navy blue top. It's sapphire blue, beautiful sapphire blue. This thing just glistens in the sunshine with white leather interior. The wood grain dash comes factory with an Alpine stereo system, and it's got a V8 and the hood goes up backwards. This car is elegant. You know what I'm saying? It's beautiful. It's got Jaguar written on the motor on both sides, V8. And in my opinion, I wanted that car. You know what I'm saying? It was my dream car because I know what it could. I could take this thing, put some chrome rims on, or leave it just like it is. I've enjoyed it like it is. I can put a body kit on this thing, and this thing looks like a freaking Ferrari or something. It's gorgeous. I've never would have been able to get this car working in the restaurant business. Okay, first of all, it's just like my post says right here. I'm gonna kind of highlight a little bit what I'm talking about. It took me focusing on online business, y'all, learning how to apply action. Learning how to apply action. Not sitting there finding a business, spend a whole lot of money and stand there and wait for my sponsor and hope that I make it that way. And don't take the initiative to do anything. And worse, get some default landing page sales page that doesn't have me in it, not showing what I think about my business, and then hide behind an autoresponder email. That's the worst thing you can do. I can honestly tell you that, y'all. That's horrible. People want to know what you think about your business. They always have. They always will. They want to know what you think about. People join people. How are they going to really know what you think if they don't even know who you are? You see what I'm saying? Now, I already knew that when I got into a business, I know that I'm not going to quit. I know now I'm very confident and I know what I'm doing. I know how to focus at things. I will say I don't know when I get into a business. I'm not going to say that I know 100%. what I need to do for that business, now I'm okay with that. Because to be honest, if you apply action, you know you're not going to quit and you believe in the business, and you know that people join people. If I'm not getting seen, I'm not going to grow. Those are the fundamentals. That's 80% of your business. The other 20%, to be honest, I think your business is going to teach you what you need to know. I think your business is going to tell you what you need to be doing, to be honest. Not every business I've done would work on Facebook. And I've learned that. I didn't know that at the beginning, but again, that was that 20% I needed to be taught. When you're doing a business, you're applying action, the business is going to teach you what you need to know. It would in the real business world. Can you imagine spending $300,000 or whatever, if not even more, for a mom and pop store, and you're not even learning from what you're applying action on and doing? You'd be out of business in no time. This is the same kind of thing, y'all. It's the exact same thing. Learning to apply action, know that I'm getting seen, being sincere to people, y'all. That makes the biggest difference in a real business, especially starting off. This is the same kind of things. Knowing I'm not going to quit. Okay. Um, Personal dream cars and to get totally out of debt. Okay. So in other words, I'm talking about it took me going to online business before I could get free from a job, not have to worry about bills, be able to spend every day however I feel like it with my little boy. The only restriction we got is school, to be honest. And I can still go eat with him every day at lunch if I want to. Soon as I go pick him up, because I pick him up every day at school, he wants me to clean the car up. I usually take the top down if it's pretty. He loves me to pick him up on the Jaguar, and he likes me to drop him off in the morning time. He likes people to see him getting out of a pretty car. They talk about it and stuff. When we leave, we go get something to eat wherever he wants to eat at. Usually, sometimes it could be a Domino's pizza, and we'll go to the park in Mount Olive, and enjoy the day. Him play with a bunch of other kids. It might be going to the movie theaters. It's doing anything, but it's every day I'm there for my little boy and me. And you don't think we ain't closer now? Yeah, I'm gonna tell you this is going to be the best summer I've ever had between me and my little boy. We're already close now. Can you imagine what it's gonna be like after this summer, y'all? And my business is only gonna get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. It's just gonna keep growing. Now, what do you think about this, y'all? It says just like it says, I love every day that goes by. 2 years of focus can change your life. It did me. It didn't even take me 2 years to change my life, y'all. Really didn't. But I'm saying it, 2 years can change anybody's life. I love every day that goes by, and my son and me are a lot closer now than ever before. You get like that when you're there at home every day and not stressed out about work and bills. I look forward to this summer as being the best summer we have ever had. I want you to listen. This is what my summer would normally consist of, and this is the honest truth. I wouldn't have been able to say that working 65 hours a week at a restaurant that's constantly being hammered with beach traffic to the point that they have to have a sheriff parked in front of I-40 coming off of 40 off to the ramp because the light would stop people and they're all trying to come into where the parking lot's at because our restaurant's ridiculously popular, right? That the cars start going up 40 so they can't use the light no more. So the town has to hire a sheriff to direct traffic into our parking lot and not use the stoplights. I mean, if you can picture being hammered like that for most of the summertime, that's what my 65 hours a week was like. I mean, every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, I didn't even get to see my little boy because I worked all day long in the restaurants. I worked over 40 hours in 3 days. So time I got home, took a shower, I was ready to go to bed. Sometimes I'd have to sleep with my legs off the bed because they would twitch. My muscles in my legs wouldn't quit moving. They wouldn't quit twitching. So I had to sleep with my legs dangling off because that's the only way I could get my legs to relax. And then tomorrow do it again. Working too hard, y'all. Working too hard. To the point that when I ate, I didn't sit down because if I did, I didn't want to get back up. That's what the restaurant was like. I look forward to summers. Let's see. I wouldn't have been able to say that working 65 hours a week in a restaurant that's constantly hammered with beach traffic. I think it's safe to say that I made a good decision. It's your turn to make that decision to really put everything into a business you believe in and make a real difference for yourself, your family, and others that come into your business. Become an incredible beacon for what you do. If you don't feel like you're being a beacon for the business that you love, you're not. If you don't feel like you're probably impressing people, you're not. I can tell you. The worst thing in the world you can ever do is, to me, is lead lightning, and that's $6 wasted, $7, whatever it is, because people don't grasp what Power Lead Systems is about. When they get lead lightning, they're not going to upgrade. To me, you've got to want to do the business. And get this, y'all. I don't join a business just because I could go make some money with it. I know it sounds crazy, but I've turned down other businesses that I know would have been probably $20,000, $20,000 in my pocket in a month. And I didn't want to do it because, to be honest, it wasn't the right time for it. It's not necessary. I was focusing at another business that's not necessary. I don't want to promote another business just to be promoting another business so that a month from now, when it starts fading away, I made my money from it. My downline hasn't, and they're just trying to play catch up. And then we'll start this new business. I can't stand that. That's too many people. You know what? They're called leaders, I guess, but I can't stand it. I call it milking the cow and then killing it. That's what I call it, because that's exactly what they're doing. And then another month and a half, 2 months, they're going to say, hey, look at this. This is the new one. And then they sick everybody on there. They send it to their list saying this is the new thing. And then you just keep doing it too, that people start dropping off. And you're the only one making money. I have never found that as being respectful. Hell, it's like I said, could I make good money? I'm sure I could. I would rather do a business I believe in, that and get respect from my downline, than me trying to jump from business to business to business every month just so I can make a couple of dollars off the same people over and over and over again. That's why I didn't do some of the businesses recently, because I knew Traffic Hurricane was all I needed. And Exodus Elite has done me really well, y'all. And I've still got people that contact me. I get about 4 to 5 phone calls a week. Just to let you know, y'all, I have nothing against Exodus Elite, not a thing. What I didn't like about Exodus Elite was I had to focus 100% of my attention to YouTube. And I couldn't build a real big list when I'm only getting about 9 leads a day, 8 to 9 leads a day. Now, I was making good money with Exodus Elite, a great amount of money, matter of fact. And if I wanted to, I could pick right back up right now. There's no doubt in my mind. The problem I have, y'all, is it's not the business, but hey, look, my hand's on the steering wheel. The problem isn't that. The problem is I can't focus at one business and another business without it hurting the businesses. The focal point, the attention that it doesn't get, hurts my business. It always has. So I cannot do that and feel like I'm being really fair to my downline and to the business itself. So I draw the line and I focus at Traffic Hurricane. And I've got Power Lead Systems. Now, I'm going to tell you what, I'm going to always have Power Lead Systems, and it will always be my backbone system. And you'll always tell me, and I'll get a lot of people in, y'all. I got a gold, a diamond, and a platinum today, this morning, right by itself. And I will continue to grow that way. But you got to realize, I don't really promote Power Lead Systems directly. I've always focused at my primary business, a business I believe in, and people will come into my Power Lead Systems because they want to use the funnels and things of that nature, things I've created. You see what I'm saying? That's what that is. Let me get back over here. Okay, y'all. I just want to let you know, if you're looking a reason to do Traffic Hurricane, I've already pretty much told you what you needed to do. Find the business you believe in. Traffic Hurricane, to me, is great because it opens up the avenues that Exodus Elite shut off for me. A lot of these people came from Facebook, and they go active. All I had to really do was show these people the big picture, get them around other people who are excited, and give them the right kind of call to actions. And that's all it takes. And it's easy to sponsor into a business that's free to sign up to. and then see people that are excited about their business. They wake up every morning excited. They go in the Facebook group saying they're excited because they're about to get another ad pack. To me, that's what your business is supposed to be like. You know what I'm saying? I think it should be something that you're excited about. That's when it's easy to open your mouth and sponsor. And this one here, it's ridiculous. I've got 81 active members. I've still only sponsored 220 some people, 223, I believe, something like that. That's a hell of a ratio, y'all. So if you look in a reason, this is it. Imagine when this 858, I figured I probably had another one by then. 858 commissions come in that, let's say that's once a week. And the average rate is going to be about $9 to $10 per commission. Tell me that wouldn't change your life. Oh, and don't forget, this isn't including my ad packs. This ain't the 9% of my ad packs. This is just from sponsoring. And then, I get up to 1,000 ad packs. That's another $90, $100 a day every day just to the side. You know what I'm saying? That's life-changing income, y'all. And looking at where I'm at right now, do you not think I'm going to get there this year? Do you really think that you're not going to see me posting stupid amounts of income in this business? Because I will. It's a fact. Why else would I focus at this business like I have? Because I enjoy it. My downline love it. I can breathe it. I can do all the videos in the world, never get tired of it. I can do Facebook anytime I want to and bring people in. It opens up new avenues. I get 25, 30 leads for just a half part of the day with Facebook, right? Think of how much more my list is being grown now. How many more people are coming in compared to when I was just stuck with Access Elite with those 8 or 9 leads a day. There's a big difference, y'all. Like I said, the business teaches you what you need to know and what you need to do. Access shut off some avenues for me. This one opens them up. So anyhow, y'all, I just want to let you know if you want to sign up, click the link down below, y'all. I'm in Action Taker Success Group, which is my own personal Facebook group. We love that business. Be tickled to death for you to come through. Let me show you something real quick. If you have not signed up already, go ahead and watch this video, y'all. I explain everything in thorough detail. Go ahead and sign up right here. This is getting started, right? Ready to start. Watch video below. It covers everything. If you are not watching this video, you are more than likely going to screw up. What does that mean? It means that you're either going to put the wrong kind of emails in and you're not going to be able to get verification. You're going to be stuck, or you're not going to put your ad packs together. You're going to be sitting there waiting for a couple of days when you didn't have to. That's what I'm trying to tell you. This video is the answers. Y'all, I've also got a training page that's built inside the funnel itself. So all you got to do is just click right here and start checking this stuff out, y'all. This thing is as real as it gets. So if you need anything, y'all, let me know. I am here every day. And, it's all I do for a living, plus be, dad to my little boy. And if you need anything, just let me know. I'll be tickled to help you out. Okay? Appreciate it.